Hey everyone, big day today. If you're a Mavic 3 fan, we have a new drone from DJI to unbox for you today. And it's always exciting when we get new versions of it. And this one is gonna be an interesting one. It's called the Mavic 3 Pro. Graciously, DJI sent me one to unbox for you guys and check out. I just got it like last night, later in the afternoon yesterday. I just started recording this. It's like Monday night as I'm recording. So I won't have a review for you today, but we're just going to check it out, unbox it, and see what they have inside. So let's get this guy unboxed here. I have not opened it up. I've been holding off until I recorded to get some genuine opinions on it. And you can tell, this is a different bag actually from DJI's previous one. And I got, oh my gosh, what is all inside this box? It's a much bigger box than the Mavic 3, the original Mavic 3 that I have. It's a little bit nicer. I actually like this bag a little bit nicer. I think it's a little bit more compact, a little bit smaller. Got a little buckle on the front here. And of course, we'll have propellers, screws, a whole bunch of other items that go along with it. I have the version that comes with the RC Pro, which I'm actually excited because I got an RC Pro before, but it was the bugged version that came out. When they first released it, there were some bugs with it, and we never got it fixed. I have it sitting in my drawer. DJI, if you want it sent back to be fixed, that would be great, and maybe send it back to me. That would be awesome. Let's see. These are probably batteries or something here. It's been a while since I unboxed a brand new Mavic from DJI. I think I unboxed the Mavic 3 Classic, but charger, of course, for the batteries. Finally, let's get to this bad boy, the Mavic 3 Pro. Let's clear off this, get this bag off of here. Get the controller, assuming those are batteries, propellers, get this all down from here, and let's check out this guy. Actually, hold on. What's in here? Probably some cords. Oh yeah, a whole bunch of cords. All the cords. And what's this guy? What is this guy? Oh, it's a charger brick. All right, cool. Those are all the cords that we have here for the Pro. All right, Mavic 3 Pro here. Let's unbox. I don't know how I feel about this cheaper. I have the one for the original Mavic here. It's a little bit nicer, of like a magnet of like kind of like a holster for the gimbal. The one they put on the Mavic 3 Classic, and now this one just seems a little bit, I don't know, a little bit cheaper. Seems like that's going to break a lot easier than before. And oh my gosh, that thing is huge. Let's get the Mavic 3 here to compare. Let's see if they can focus on it. But oh my gosh, that thing is huge. Much bigger than than the original Mavic 3. So let's go over some of the specs on this new drone. It is, you can tell, a little bit beefed up than the other one is. Let me get my iPad here. Let me get the spec sheet out for you guys. So on the Mavic 3 Pro, we have 3 cameras instead of 2 on the original. 2 of them are coming back from the previous version. We have, of course, the Hasselblad Micro Four Thirds CMOS sensor, which is a beast of a camera, 5.1K at 50 FPS, 4K 60. Actually, all 3 of these cameras will be able to do 4K 60. They've actually upgraded the tele lens from the previous version on this one. So if you need a little bit more from that tele lens, this is the one to get. So I don't know which one's actually which on the top 2, but one is the new camera that we're getting. This is the medium tele lens from DJI. It is a 1.13 inch CMOS sensor. It can do up to 48 megapixel photos, at least for effective pixels, be 48 megapixels or 12 megapixels. And then of course you have the other tele lens, which is a half-inch sensor and does 12 megapixels. So I think I have, what's the equivalent here? The medium one is 70 millimeter equivalent, and of course the one coming back from the Mavic 3 is 166 millimeters. The 70 millimeter one can do f2.8, which is really, really awesome. That matches the f2.8 from the Micro Four Thirds Hasselblad one. And then the 166 millimeter camera does f3.4 now. That was originally f4.4, which is super cool. That now the tele lens also does 4K 60. It did only 4K 50 on the original Mavic 3. The new one does 4K 60, which honestly, if you're buying this camera, you really probably don't care that it can do 4K 60 that much, because a lot of your videos are going out at probably 4K, at 24 frames per second or 25 frames per second. But if you're doing slow motion, and you want to have it at 24 frames per second and at 4K, because you can only do slow motion on the Hasselblad camera still, if you want to do 120 frames per second at 4K or 200 frames per second at 1080. But if you want to do 4K with the tele, either at the 70 millimeter lens or the 166 millimeter lens, you can now do 60 FPS. Bring that down now to 24 FPS, and that's a pretty good slow motion still for anything. I know a lot of the more cinematography friends that I have pretty much shoot at 60 FPS all the time, and then they just, if they want to bring that, expand that out to 24 FPS and get some slow motion for B-roll, that's super cool, super awesome. Let's see, so if you want to do 120, still, that's at the Hasselblad. The next item is codecs. Pretty much across the line, pretty much the same thing as the Mavic 3 line, the Mavic 3 drone, at 264, 265. They do have a cine version of this. I do not have the cine version, I don't believe. No, I just have the regular Pro. They do have a cine version that will be able to do Apple ProRes 422, as well as all the different variations of Apple ProRes that you would want. I don't use Apple ProRes for myself. I'm not that big of a videographer. With this, I won't be using that much, but for those who really need that, you'll have that. You'll have a D-Log, and on that 70 millimeter camera. So if you want to play around with your colors some more, you'll have some opportunity to do that with those files. And then of course, master shots, quick shots, panorama, hyperlapse, focus track, active track, all that stuff that DJI has such a great built-in system for, that we love them for. Available for, of course, Hasselblad. For the 70 millimeter, you can do hyperlapse, focus, and focus track. Of course, though, on the tele lens, you can't do active track, isn't supportive, but you can do spotlight and point of interest on that thing as well, if you're looking to do that. But what I'm really excited for photos with this thing. I'm a big aerial photographer rather than videographer. I love taking this thing out and doing photos of cities and of other items with my drones. I'm super excited to play with that. Of course, I'm just unboxing this. I haven't been able to fly it yet. I'm going to be doing some more flights. I'm going to be getting with some local videographers to do some videos with them to see how they like it and see how it will change the way they do things. I know one of the friends I work with, he's still using the Air 2S, so he's always excited to play with the drones that I have, and we're going to have a lot of fun flying this thing and be able to really push it, really what you can do with it. Photos, video, whatever you can do. This thing is going to be a beast of a drone. I can tell. Of course, we have the Inspire 3 that just came out. That we're not that cool. We're not going to be flying those things around, but at least flying around the Mavic 3 Pro, it's going to be a lot of fun. So prices on this thing, if you want just the bog standard, Mavic 3 Pro here, it will come with the RC controller versus the RC N1, which is their smartphone controller. Standard with the RC, super exciting. I love that. That is my favorite controller that DJI puts out. Of course, we're going to be interested to see, how that RC Pro builds up, but that is going to come at $2,199 here in the States. It might be different if you're in Canada, because if you watch the live shows, you notice that me and Ife sometimes have differing prices on drones. It's actually a little bit cheaper up in Canada than down here in the States. If you want the Fly More combo, you can get that with the RC. That is just going to come in at $3,000. Then you go up to the Fly More package with the RC Pro, which is what I have. You'll get the RC Pro controller. Let's open this guy up real quick. You'll come with that. You'll come with, of let's actually go over to the list here of everything that will come with. Back over to the other document that DJI sent me. You'll get, of course, the Mavic 3 Pro drone. You'll get 3 batteries, a storage cover, a RC Pro controller, duh, of course, because that's the one you're getting it with. A charging hub. Oh my gosh, why is the thing so hard to open? Come on, there we go. You'll get a battery charging hub, battery charger, which I'm assuming is probably just a charging brick, the shorter bag, which we already saw, the power cables, 2 USB-C cables, spare propellers for spare control sticks, and manuals and guides, all the stuff you need. Mine comes, of course, with all that stuff. Oh my gosh, this is such a nice control to feel. Like, it's not that heavy compared to the RC. Should have brought the RC out to compare with this, but that's tucked away in my my case. But it's super nice. It is a super nice controller. It's not too heavy, not like the RC Pro, or sorry, not Pro, RC Plus, which I held at DJI Airworks. That thing is a beast. That thing would get a little uncomfortable to hold for a while. This guy, though, I think you can hold this one for much longer without feeling fatigued at all. It is a little bit heavier than the RC, of course. You're dealing with them HDMI ports out and all that, a bigger screen, much brighter screen. So I'm excited to try that out a little bit more than what I've done in the past, where I get to fly for like 30 seconds and then it just disconnects, and then you're dealing with trying to get your drone back. But let's see, these are probably the batteries here. Yep, there's one battery. Oh, come on now. That's 2 batteries, and the third battery is already in here. These guys last forever. They take forever. They take a little bit longer to charge than I would like, but I mean, I can't really complain because these guys, 40 minutes on a flight, drone flight, that's freaking awesome. So yeah, all this stuff you'll get for, what was that price again? $3,889 if you want the RC Pro. And then if you're really spending big, you really need this for your professional work with you really need the Apple ProRes, you can get the Cine Premium combo, which comes with, I'm pretty sure, almost all the same things as this, but probably a few other like little gadgets, little other things that come with it. Of course, then capable of having, they get the 1 terabyte drive and the Apple, be able to do Apple ProRes. That comes in at $4,799. So not a cheap drone. I mean, we've seen, Inspire 3 though is next one up, and that does that's like what, 16,000 here in the States. So pretty big beefy drone. But this thing is going to be really fun to fly. I mean, it is a beast of a gimbal right there. Let's get that in focus there. That guy is, oof. It's gonna be fun to fly for sure. Gonna be a lot of stuff I can do with that, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. You can order those today. What's today's date? The 25th, right? You can order them today at DJI.com. You can also, and then you can get them in May. It says it's gonna be shipping in May. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Man, DJI just keeps coming out. I mean, we've had the Mavic 3, which, here, put these side by side, on the table. You can definitely tell this guy's a little bit higher up than the other one. A little bit. Stand up here and see if I get. No, they're about the same. It's about the same width and about the same height, like length, but height-wise, they're a little bit different. And then, of course, you can see the difference on those gimbals here. If my camera will focus on them, I don't think they will. It really wants to focus on my eye right there, but yeah, that gimbal size is just huge. Yeah, we have the classic, of course, the Cine versions for both. I mean, these DJI is really coming out with the Mavic 3 line. It's just really great. There's rumors of a Mavic 3S coming out this year, possibly. I really don't know what you would add to this thing. I mean, it really does everything you need. It does, maybe this is the rumored S version of the drone that they all thought that was coming out. This thing really does everything you need it to do and more. I mean, it meets everything I want. I mean, I can get everything I want out of what my drone usage out of the Mini 3 Pro. I don't really need the Mavic 3 Pro for any of that, but it really does get everything you need. It does everything that you would ever want it to do. But anything else here that I'm missing? This guy's some USB cables and cables, more cables. Got all the cables. But yeah, if you guys get this, you can order it today. I'll put the link in the description and the prices down in the description as well, for you to know which ones you want. Hopefully, I don't think they're available on Amazon just yet. Usually that takes a couple days for them to, or a week or so for them to show up on Amazon. But of course on DJI site you can get them. And stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to try to get a first take video out, an article out over on DroneDJ.com on this drone, and then probably will take a few weeks of flying it around. Me flying around. I want to head up to a couple different lighthouses along Lake Michigan, maybe a few sites over. I might maybe make a drive over the Michigan itself, and have some fun over there with some people I know, and hang out with them and check out some areas over there. But definitely that might take a little bit with those guys to get a full-on review done, because this is going to be, this is not, I mean, this is a drone not really for the basic consumer. This is for, you know, a lot of people who are going to be making money off of its use. So we want to make sure we get a really good review out for you guys before they start shipping. Hopefully, usually we want them out, you know, day of, but we didn't really get, I only got like half a day with it. So yeah, this thing's gonna be a lot of fun to fly with. We're gonna try to get a review out, you know, hopefully in a few weeks. But you can see, it's funny having two drones next to each other. One you use a lot, one you brand new, and you get grass stains on the rotors. I gotta clean this guy up. But yeah, make sure you check out all the news over at DroneDJ.com. We're gonna be there's gonna be plenty of news over there for this guy. Hopefully, I'll probably get some how-tos and all that stuff written up for this guy. So check it out. We'll be back hopefully probably this Monday or next week with a video. Aoife and I probably going over our thoughts on this thing, especially me flying it a few times. I'll definitely get a first take video probably out alone separately. Check out for more videos to come from all of us here at DroneDJ. Thank you so much for watching.